So everything is successful. You can see Terraform applies complete. 41 resources were added, and you know the VPN tunnel, the router, the VPN gateway. So we can just come to Google platform to check for the virtual machine. So compute engine, and then I can check for the virtual machine. So that's the virtual machine. It's right there. You can also check for the VPC network right there. So basically everything is um has been provisioned. So we can also come to AWS. So this is the instance. Yeah, so this is the instance. Yeah. So it has been provisioned. VPC, VPC, the VPC is there also. So everything is working well. Everything is working fine. So the next thing now is to see if we can ping to see if the connectivity between the virtual machine on Google platform, right? If the virtual machine from Google platform can ping the virtual machine on AWS using uh, a private, IP address. So I'm going to come back to GCP, and then just going to come to compute engine and VM, and going to click on SSH right here. And so I will just copy the private IP address. So let me authorize the private IP address for the virtual machine on AWS and ping it and see if the connection is working. So let me go back to AWS. Um, so, so let me copy the private. So this is the private IP address. Copy that and come back to so this is it. So let me just do ping. Okay. So yeah, it's able to connect. Yeah, it's able to connect. And look at the time. Look at the time. You see it's in a very short amount of time is able to connect. And the reason for that is that, basically we say the latency is low, right? The reason for that is since both virtual machine were provisioned in the same zones, right? Like you provision both of them in US West, Oregon, right? US West too. So yeah, so everything works well, even though they are provisioned in different cloud providers, right? They are, you can still connect, you can still like ping, you know, you can still ping one AWS, the virtual machine in AWS so fast, you know, like quickly. Yeah. So everything is working well. So now let's see another way to be able to kind of like see the connectivity between both of them is working well. So I'm just gonna come to um I'm just gonna come to Google Cloud. So I'm gonna use the network intelligence. Click on that. Uh, so network intelligence. Bring this one down. Okay. So Okay, so I will come to connectivity test, right? Connectivity test, and then I'm going to enable the management API. And so let's see. And we have to create like a new connectivity test. So let's test now. So I have to create a connectivity test. Let's just put let me just put GCP AWS testing, right? So leave the protocol. The source IP address will be the IP address for GCP, right? So because we are pinging, we want to we are pinging AWS from GCP. So the source address will be the address from GCP. So let me just get that. Mm, so this is the internal, yeah, no, the GCP internal. So I'm down here. So I want to use the GCP instance internal IP address. So either one. So and then the source IP address. Yeah, that's it. Then the source network. Yeah, it's gonna be this one. Yeah, and choose that one. And the destination, the AWS private IP address. So let me copy that from here. We can see that this is the AWS. The AWS. It is okay. So paste and destination network. So just choose this one. And the destination port, let me change it to port 2022. And I think everything looks good. Yeah, let me just create. Okay. So it is reachable, right? So reachable. So Let's view. Let's view the traffic. Okay. So this is it, right? Uh, so yeah. So this is from the VM, right? The traffic is flowing basically from the virtual machine in Google Cloud, right? Then you have the firewall rule that kind of give that permission to be able to connect outside the VPC, right? So, you know, so we have the dynamic routes, the VPN tunnel can open this. Let's even open this ones. See the, yeah, we have the firewall rule and dynamic routes. Um, and the next up is the VPN tunnel. So yeah, so that's just it. So these are the region for the AWS, right? I mean, for both of them, both AWS instance and GCP instance. So this is the VPN tunnel. Yeah, and that's just it. So yeah, everything is working well. That's just it. So we're able to kind of like connect, we're able to um, communicate, right, in a multi-cloud environment. And that's really amazing. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.